Well, hello, and welcome back to Cozy Couch Corner for another episode of Tea and Tarot. Cheers. So, I learnt a lesson today. Trying to break shortbread in the microwave. It's so easy in theory. It's so simple: flour, sugar, butter. Plain flour. I got bread flour, that's all I had. So but I was cooking it. Admittedly, I looked at a recipe the other day and I was ad-libbing it. And I was cooking it and it looked like it was still cooking. It looked a bit sunk in the middle. It was pale on top. And then when I finished cooking it, it smelt burnt. And I took it out and the surface was fine and it was cooked, but underneath was burnt. A lot of it's brown and that is actually edible. I didn't think it was edible to start with. And some of it's black, which is definitely not edible. And it smelled burnt. Oh, so I won't do that again. If I'm checking if it's cooked, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to attempt it again, to be honest. But it was symbolic of some world conditions. Things that we all wanted sorting out, things that we wanted resolving. It doesn't look like it on the surface. It looks like they're still cooking, but energetically they're done. They're gone. So energetically that's done, and it's just now waiting for the physicality to catch up with it. So that was a good one. We can't see it. We can't see what's going on. Are we going to say under the physical level? So the top that we're seeing, and it doesn't look done, doesn't look cooked yet. That's the physical layer, and then all the other stuff underneath is done. Did I say No, all the other stuff. Yeah, the energetic, etc. That's done. The shift has already happened. We're just waiting for the physical world to catch up, and that's quite hard, isn't it? To sit there and wait. But for the people that don't think there's an end to it, there's definitely an end to it. It's already ended. Energetically, it's just the physical world catching up. It's got to go through. So that's good news. Anyway, I thought on top of that, we got sunshine, blue skies here. The sheep are happy and the birds are all playing around. I got woke up by seagulls this morning, which is fine because I don't set an alarm. So, I mean, I do sometimes, but I haven't for a bit. So I got woken up by seagulls, and it was daylight. So, yay. Saturday's reading has already been picked. It was a card that slid itself off the top of the pack. So I haven't looked at it yet. Oh, we've had this one, haven't we? Here and there. It's the Four of Wands. Right. Do I need it? I don't need any more cards. Okay. Sometimes when it's just one card and I don't know where we're going with it, there's a little bit of me that panics. And goes, I don't know what I'm doing, but I do know what I'm doing. I just don't know what the reading is until I get into it. So, Four of Wands. I've got differences coming together. It's not doorways. It is new beginnings. I mean, on the card, You just look, you've got a blue person and a pink person, for want of a better word. So there's something about differences coming together. I've got them into differences coming together and interlocking. So we're talking not quite different factions, like whole different groups of people. We're talking people, whole different groups of people coming together and interlocking. So, and interlocking's like they're not just coming together and meeting. They can. I see it like that. It's easier to show you, isn't it, than me trying to explain it. They're coming together, different groups of people. Are they distinct groups that possibly have not had much to do with each other in the past, and they're coming together and they're interlocking, they're intertwined, they're becoming intertwined, and it's not just a casual connection, it's a solid connection. And I can now see it going around the world, with all these different groups, distinct groups connecting around the world. And I think circumstances have been such that it has forced people to look outside of themselves and to look at other groups of people that maybe they haven't thought much about, especially if they're in different countries. We kind of stick with people around us, don't we? And we don't really look beyond that. But it's about looking beyond that, looking at other groups of people, connecting with other groups of people. And it's a solid connection of group with group with group with group with group. And I think, yeah, current circumstances have pushed people together who in the past might not have associated or worked with each other. There's different ethnicities, there's different religious groups. I'm getting more of a thumbs up on religious groups than ethnicities. Small thumbs up on ethnicities, big thumbs up on religious groups. So it's going to be more coordinated, isn't it? Yeah, and I think there's been a lot of lies told, propaganda, stereotyping that has caused distance and caused people to keep a distance, and caused people to be more wary of other groups. And that's all crumbled now. That's all gone. That's in the process of crumbling with stuff that's been going on. I've told not to say anything specific, but there is a particular hatred for certain religious groups in certain countries and certain communities that has been propagated, that has been deliberate to make us think that they are other, to make us think that we should hate them. Because often we're told, aren't we, that they hate us. And because they hate us, we should hate them. And they want to hurt us is another one of the lies, isn't it? So, but people are waking up to that with everything that's going on. People are going, oi, oi, we've had the wool pulled over our eyes. We've been conned. We've been lied to. And these people are just people. And it's like any community, isn't it? You get good and bad in... You can pick any group, anywhere. You'll have good and bad, won't you? You'll have good and bad and neutral people. anywhere. So, and just when I looked at the timer, there was ones. New beginnings, and oh, that was Saturdays. Did I say that was Saturdays? That was Saturday's reading anyway, if I forgot. Right. We doing Sundays? What you telling me to take the one off the top again? Okay, Sunday's reading. We're having the one off the top. Oh, excellent. I wasn't going to show you then, and yeah, the energy's still a bit funny. I'm going to say it's a bit crispy, and so am I, and so is my shortbread. Right. What is that one? Wheel of Fortune. Do you want any more cards? No. And the first thing I see about that really is somebody jumping for joy. And the sun's getting brighter as I say that. So you're telling me that we're going to have reasons to jump for joy. Is that going to be external reasons? Yeah. Are they going to be... I'm not sure that it makes sense, but they're going to be internal reasons, and I'm getting a yes on that. And explaining that is like more tricky than just saying it. There are external circumstances, obviously, that affect our mood and everything else. But there is a saying, and to a degree it's true, that happiness is an inside job. And it's something that takes work, especially if you've come back from horrendous mental health problems, you've come back from trauma, from nervous breakdown, from PTSD, from depression. That is a hard cliff face to climb, isn't it? Coming back from clinical depression, I tell you. But you start with little things and little strategies, and you build it up, so you can build up your own internal happiness, and you kind of build up something that is not impervious to external influence, but it's far more resilient to external influence. And especially if you do the work and you get rid of shame and guilt that was put on you, especially in abusive relationships, you stop. It's much harder for people to make you feel crap if you do, when you've done the work. But that takes time, doesn't it? That takes years, to be fair, for some people. Depending on, I think, how much you've been through, but to get to a point where you don't give. And also I think partly menopause an age thing, you just give less of a crap what people think about you. And I think you get to a point where you just don't care what people think about you. And that is freedom, that is power, but also that helps with joy, because people are making you feel crap about yourself. That's what I needed to get to. Get into a point where you don't feel crap about, where people can't make you feel crap about yourself, where it doesn't matter if people you've got boundaries and you stay away from people that treat you like shit. And secondly, it's about them and not about you. If people are criticising you, some people are really good at knowing what somebody else's vulnerability is, and they will exploit it. So if they think you're really concerned about your looks, they're going to start having a dig at you about your looks, and it might be blatant, it might be really subtle. And really controlling. So that's something to be aware of. But we've also got external reasons to be joyful. So things happening in our life, happening in our world, happening around us there will be sunshine and blue sky. Always makes me happy. But there will be other reasons. There will be a lot of reasons for a lot of people to be joyful inside and out. Have a lovely weekend. There we are then.